Welcome to Assist College of Arts and Commerce. This is Assist Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Sunil Shah. Today, I will be covering up the topic called Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956, and the subject's name is Corporate and Securities Law, which is under an SYBBI, SAM 4. As you are aware, the persons are going to the electronic shop to buy the electrical goods. Whenever the persons are buying the goods from the market, they may go to supermarket or they may buy it from online. Same way, there is a platform called stock exchange, wherein there is a buying and selling of the securities. Buying and normally selling of the securities is to be done with the help of stock exchange only. So if you see the second slide, where there are the securities like shares, debentures, there is buying and selling, and there are a story called the story of bull and the bear. The bull is the animal who has the habit of raising his food and catching its prey. Same way, the stock exchange, like Bombay Stock Exchange, kept this logo as the bull, wherein the prices of the stocks, if it is going up, we would be saying that the bull has raised the price, whereas the bear has the habit of having the prey, keeping it down and would be eating it. So the bear is kept as the story of the bull and the bear is going on. The stock exchange, whereas in case of BSE we would be taking into consideration the Sensex, and in case of NSE would be taking off the Nifty 50. The top 50 companies would be taken into consideration when there is a rise and decrease of the stock prices. There is always a Murat trading in the stock market whenever there is a Diwali session. The two main stock markets which are located in Mumbai are the oldest one is the Bombay Stock Exchange, and the other one is the called National Stock Exchange, located at BKC. If you see this particular slide, whereas the SEBI is the regulator, he does the regulatory activities for controlling both the stock exchange, NSE and BSE, as well as all the stock exchange in India. In this particular topic, we would be covering up the meaning called what do you mean by stock exchange. I would be speaking about the few sections about the Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956. What do you mean by securities? Corporatization, demutualization of the stock exchange, demutualization, process of demutualization, the meaning of corporatization, the withdrawal power of the recognized stock exchange to make the rules, as well as the power of central government to direct rules or make rules. As you are aware, Securities Contract Regulation Act was also formed in the same year when the Companies Act 1956 was been formed. The Securities Contract Regulation Act has been divided into 6 chapters with 32 sections. The objective of the act is that it regulates the stock exchange and the trading of the securities, and also prevent the undesirable transactions in the securities by regulating the business of dealing therein by providing certain other matters connected therewith. Students, please understand, when the stock exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, was incorporated in 1875. It was been formed as the body of individuals or with the association of persons, or there were many stock exchange who are been registered under this registration of the societies. So that thing was like a corporate entity earlier, before this particular act came into picture. Regarding the stock exchange, I say that is undesirable transaction, because previously, if you see, consider there are 3 particular entities. One is company, second is stock exchange, and third is investor. In great olden days, the company, if they want to sell the stock, they used to go to the stock exchange, and in that olden days, the stock exchange was considered to be body of individuals, or the societies registered under the Societies Act, or it was an association of person. So whenever the company wants to sell the shares, they used to come to the stock exchange, and they used to share their vital information to this particular stock exchange. And the stock in that particular stock exchange, being the association of persons or the body of individuals, or it was called as a society registered under the act, they used to get the information from the company. And whatever the information they used to get from the company, they used to keep the secret of the company, and they also used to trade. So that particular information was not shared to the normal investors. So there had a problem, and that came into the mind of the government, and government set up an act called Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956 to take care of the investors. So whatever the undesirable transactions which was done by this association of person was been under control. It was been regulated by this particular act. Whenever these particular government companies like RBI or Pune Municipal Corporation or any of the municipal corporation, if they want to come out with the bonds, they need not go to the stock exchange. Why? As per this particular provisions, which has been said that this act shall not apply to government, RBI, any local authority or any corporation set up under this special law, or any person who has been affected by any transaction with or through the agency of any of such authority as referred to in this section. What does it mean? That if I say in one of the case of Delhi, what had happened, this particular Delhi electricity company, earlier with the name, they came out with the bond. So one of the person who has been affected, he filed a case at the company law tribunal. The company law tribunal said that since it is an electrical company which has been covered under the Corporation Act, no need of taking the permission from the Securities Contract Regulation Act, no need of going to the stock exchange. They can sell the bond on its own. So these corporations are been exempted if they want to trade the bond, if they want to come out with the bonds. So non-applicability for RBI or any of the government organization or the corporation or any local authorities. Now the meaning of the stock exchange: a stock exchange with the other name called securities exchange or a bourse is an exchange. Bourse is an particular name given to the different country stock exchange where there is a trading of the securities. An exchange where the stock brokers and the traders can buy and sell the securities such as shares, stock, bonds and other financial instruments. Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956. What are the main features? It has a direct and indirect control on all aspect of the securities of the trading by the association of persons or the persons who are associated with the stock exchange. It gives a central government regulatory jurisdiction. That means the central government has the power to regulate all the stock exchange all over India. As a condition of recognition of the stock exchange, the stock exchange is has to mandatory comply with the rules and regulation as given by the government time to time for the effect in the force. The stock exchange frame its own listing regulation like BSE, like NSE or Ludhiana Stock Exchange, Delhi Stock Exchange or the Ahmedabad Stock Exchange or Madhya Pradesh Stock Exchange. They have their own rules and regulation for listing of these securities. So all the exchange has been given the powers to frame their own rules. Securities include shares, scrips, stocks, bonds, debentures, debenture stock and other marketable securities of a like nature or in a body incorporated company or a body corporate. Structure of Indian Stock Exchange. All other regional stock exchange, whatever the regions are associated in these states, are been formed by formed as a company. Please remember, stock exchange is also a company, but it is registered under Section 12 of the Companies Act 1956 as a company limited by shares or a company limited by guarantee. Like all the companies, stock exchange is also a company. They have the power to do the business. So they are being classified as Section 12 companies as a company limited by shares or guarantee, but had a not for profit motive. So the main purpose of forming a Section 12 companies is not for profit motive, but they are a company listed limited by shares or a guarantee. This section works like a cooperative societies where the shares of the company are entitled to be owner, to be a shareholder of the exchange, or has given a right to act as a broker on the exchange. NSE is formed, National Stock Exchange, whose office is located at Bandarkula Complex, is formed under the Section 12 of the Companies Act 1956 with a profit motive. The structure of Indian Stock Exchange, if you see on this particular slide, Bombay Stock Exchange is the oldest stock exchange in India. It has been formed in 1875 voluntarily for not for the profit, unincorporated association of person. Earlier it was been called. Ahmedabad and Indo Stock Exchange were the other exchanges having the similar structure. The membership of this exchange are entitled the person to be part owner of the exchange as well as the broker of the exchange. They can be owner as well as the broker of this exchange. Earlier in 1875 onwards. The mutual structure of Indian Stock Exchange. Indian Stock Exchange therefore followed the mutual structure where the ownership and management rights of the exchange are bundled with the trading rights, as well as they are represented by the broker and has all the three ownership of the share of the exchange. So in the stock exchange, those persons who are association of persons or the body of individuals or the societies which are registered under the Societies Act, they have the three rights, which is called as management rights, then the ownership right, and the third is the trading right. So after the corporatization, these three rights were been separated. We are coming to the main part, that is called corporatization and demutualization of the stock exchange. So the meaning of this corporatization, before I explain, I would like to come back to the history of the stock exchange. Earlier, as I am repeatedly saying, it was association of persons or the body of individuals or the society which are registered under the Societies Act. So whenever the company used to come to the stock exchange, they used to share the vital information to the stock exchange who are association of person. So they were not like a company earlier. So they used to get the vital information and they never used to share to the investor, and that was the misuse of the power what they used to get it. So after the corporatization, the management rights and the trading rights and the ownership rights are been separated. So they should decide themselves, they would be managing the stock exchange, or they would be trading at the stock exchange, or they would be having the ownership rights. So corporatization is been converting of the body of individuals of the stock exchange to the succession of stock exchange having the corporate identity. So once again, the meaning of corporatization is the succession of stock exchange who was having the status of body of individuals or association of person with the another stock exchange having the identity of the corporate or the identity of the company. So in order to demutualize a corporate structure of the exchange, it is a necessity for corporatization. Exchanges like BSE that were not even a corporate entity needed to be converted from association of person to a company limited by shares. This process of conversion is termed as corporatization. Corporatization of stock exchange. Earlier Bombay Stock Exchange was the only stock exchange that was hence it was been shown in the first slide. Corporatization of stock exchange is the process of converting the organization structure of the stock exchange from non-corporate structure to a corporate structure. That means association of person has been converted into a company. There are traditionally some of the stock exchange in India that were established are of like an association of persons are like BSE, ASE is Ahmedabad Stock Exchange, and MPSE is Madhya Pradesh Stock Exchange. Corporatization of these exchanges is the process of converting them into incorporated company. That means the trading right is different, the management right is different, and the ownership right has been different. Hence, there won't be misleading or mistrust with the investors. What was the drawbacks of prior to demutualization? Demutualization means there would be segregation of the rights. The conflict of interest between the owners, the members, and the management. Since during that era, all were together, and after demutualization, that were being separated. Since all the brokers and the managing of that particular exchanges were together, are being separated. Investors' interest was ignored during that time. Since they were brokers as well as traders as well as managing the stock exchanges, hence they used to keep that vital information with them and they never used to share with the investors. So investors' interest was ignored as a broker were manipulating the market for their own advantages. Scam took place in the pre-demutualization phase. That was the very well-known Harshad Mehta's case, as well as the Ketan Parikh scam. Ketan Parikh scam also was there highlighted. After that, the SEBI was had done many amendments in the act, and now this type of scams are not at all possible. There was a lack of strict vigilance on the market. No one person or the management was there to look after the affairs of the exchange prior to demutualization. So Indian market and financial sector felt that there was a need of demutualization. Demutualization is the process of segregation of the management rights, ownership right, and the trading rights. Due to utilization, once again, it means is the segregation of the membership right of a recognized stock exchange in a distinct ownership right through the ownership of the shares and a distinct trading and or clearing right of that recognized stock exchange. In simpler term, it is a process by which mutually owned stock exchange is converted into company. So that means all the rights, all the rules and regulation of the company has to be followed, and the company has been regulated by the SEBI into a company owned by the shareholders through transforming its existing legal structure into a business entity. BSE NSE is also a company which has been registered under the Companies Act. What are the advantages or the reasons for demutualization? Going from step to step, that was a rationalize of governance. The governance of the stock exchange are been segregated. There was an investor participation. Always the BSE, NSE or the SEBI has their what is called the financial literacy program. They inform to the normal public, normal investors, how the people should invest the money and what are the guidelines. They have that particular the seminars, webinars for the college and the school going children or the B schools. They inform them how it should be the investor has to invest. There was a competition between the ATS and ASEAN was the third step. Fourth step was globalization. Now, during that globalization para and still the globalization going on. So every investor's rights are being protected and the resource of the capital investments. Demutualization, if you see, demutualization once again refers to the conversion of the existing non-profit organization into profit-oriented company like NSE, whose offices are once again located at BKC at Bandra. Thereafter, that has been as a company, so it is also a profit-oriented company. Other words, the Delhi Stock Exchange and the Ludhiana Stock Exchange are also been converted as a company. In other words, the association that is mutually owned by the members convert itself into organization that is owned by the shareholders. The company can take shapes and forms, then that could be either listed or unlisted company which may be closely held by the public. Seeing the difference between the pre-demutualization period and the post-demutualization period. During the demutualization period, mutualization of stock exchange was that means the ownership right, trading right and the management rights was there with the association of person. If you see in this slide, that was a profit exchange. That means the trading, the management rights and the ownerships have been segregated. Non-profit organization owned by the members with own interest was there during that period. It is now stock exchange will be turned into company owned by the shareholders. So that is also one more of the criteria. And the monopolistic characteristic, that means all these people who were during that period before this particular act came into picture, they were something like having the monopoly power. They were controlling the stock exchange, they were manipulating, and they were always, they themselves were earning, but which was not gained by the investors. Hence there was a need for the strong regulatory framework and the good governance of this system, and hence this particular act, Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956, came into the picture. The process of demutualization takes place in the following manner. If you are going by step by step, the exchange value all its assets including the value of the seats and arrow at the total value. This is then divided into different shares and offered to the public. Later the shares are listed in the stock exchange itself, and the funds got by selling the shares will be distributed among these members of the exchange as well after payment of their seats. If the company is not listed, then the shares will be offered to the members, not for the transfer. As if you're going to this section 5, the withdrawal power of the recognized stock exchange to make rules. As per section 5 of the Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956, the central government, if it is of the opinion that the recognition of the stock exchange should be in the interest of trade, that is a business, or in the interest of the public, that is the investors or the brokers, or any other persons like the foreign and other peoples, be withdrawn, the central government may serve on the governing body of the stock exchange a written notice. Then, however the withdrawal shall not be affect the validity of any contract made during that period. If you go for the section 8, the power of central government to direct rules and make rules, the central government may by order writing the stock exchange to make or amend the rules from such date or from such an order. So central government may also check the rules which are being framed by the stock exchange, which is within the purview, or if it is not within that particular act, not within the framework, they will direct the stock exchange to change that particular rule. Amendment with respect to stock exchange is the constitution and the power of the management and the manner in the which the transaction of the business has to be carried on. If an exchange fails to comply with the order, whatever the actions are being given by the central government, if the exchange fails to comply with the order, they may amend the rules, and the stock exchange has to obey that particular rule. After these rules which are being framed by this particular stock exchange, which has been informed to the central government may by notification in the official gazette inform to the normal public. After such publication, the rules would be effective. The Securities and Exchange Board of India is the regulatory authority whose office is located at Bandra complex in Bandra. The Securities and Exchange Board of India is the regulator of the securities and the commodity market in India, owned by the government of India. It was established in 12th of April 1988 and has a statutory power from 30th of January 1992, and the act's name is SEBI Act 1992. They also are having the financial inclusion and literacy program to protect the investors interest of the investors. Followed with the National Stock Exchange, that is also office is located at Bandra complex in Bandra. It is located in Mumbai. It is established in 1992. It was the first dematerialized electronic exchange in the country. Bombay Stock Exchange is formerly known as the Bombay Stock Exchange, an Indian stock exchange located at the Dalal Street of the South Mumbai. Established in 1875, is the Asia's oldest stock exchange. It is the world's 7th largest stock exchange with an overall market capitalization of US 2.8 trillion as on February 2021. These are the latest figure which has been uploaded into the website of BSE. Thank you all. So today in this particular topic, I had covered up what do you mean by stock exchange, what do you mean by corporatization, demutualization of the stock exchange, what are the important sections under the Securities Contract Regulation Act, and why it was a need. Thank you all for watching this particular video. Thank you.